Chat. What's happening, man?
Lil Durk ops are making videos and they're calling Lil Durk a rat for what took place in court yesterday. Now, one of his ops that made a video that went mega viral is King Yella. King Yella and Lil Durk has been beefing for about 2 decades now. But King Yella took to social media
King
and
Yellow
he's
followed me on
absolutely
Instagram not too long
appalled
ago.
at what he would describe as picking and choosing that people have been doing on behalf of Lil Durk.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Keep that same energy. Durk just blamed everything on OTF Vonnie.
I understand King Yella's frustration 1,000%, and anybody pretending like they don't understand King Yella's frustration, you fake, okay? King Yella frustration is a mixture of multiple things here. King Yella already don't like Lil Durk, but OTF slandered King Yella's name, okay? Lil Durk and OTF contributed to the slander upon King Yella's name. So King Yella was in his interrogation room for whatever, right? He was in the interrogation room for, and the police asked me, yo, is Lil Durk a gang member or something of that sort? I think Lil Durk or Offset. And King Yella said, yeah, like he's a gang member. Lil Durk got 1,000 songs confirming he's a gang member. Lil Durk has called himself a gang member publicly. Offset and Lil Durk being gang members are public record.
It don't matter.
Right? This is not, that's public information. So King said, yeah. Because he said, yeah, OTF and Lil Durk has been out here calling him a rat, has been slandered, his name has been pushing that narrative. So now, if King Yella is a rat for confirming information that Lil Durk himself has already confirmed publicly, how can King Yella sit by and look at what Lil Durk did and say, well, if I'm a rat, ain't Lil Durk a rat too? Because OTF Vonnie, we all agree, was telling first, right? And I want to preface this, by the way, and say, I'm 100% on Lil Durk's side. I would do exactly what Lil Durk did. All right. I would tell on them dusties. I'm not going to jail for a dust mite. It's not happening under no circumstances. But OTF Vonnie admitted to, hey, I was a part of it. He didn't plead guilty to being a mastermind. He didn't plead guilty to being the one who orchestrated and planned the entire murder. He didn't plead guilty to being the one who coerced and convinced everybody to be a part of this murder. Lil Durk and them put that on them in an opening statement, and they provided evidence, circumstantial evidence for why they believe that OTF Vonnie was the mastermind, bringing things like OTF Vonnie, King Von, his cousin. OTF Vonnie and King Von have been friends way before OTF Vonnie knew Lil Durk. OTF Vonnie and King Von lived together. King Von, when he was dying, he told OTF Vonnie, why you let them shoot me? OTF Vonnie roped in OTF Jam, and they were mad at OTF Diddy for not wanting to slot sooner. They was putting pressure on other people to slot. So they went through the list to indict OTF Vonnie as the mastermind, as the master conspirator who put this all together. That's a lot more severe than what OTF Vonnie actually pled guilty to.
I told they all finna start telling. It's too many people. He gonna have to put it. He just put a Nino Brown. It's bigger than me. Vonnie did everything. He was the manager. He booked the flights. He did everything. He picked these people. He set the hits up. It never was me. They don't care about each other. These people are not friends. That's Von's friend. Von brought him around. You never heard of a Vonnie ever. Vonnie is finna testify. He thought to testify. Durk blaming everything on him. Trapalo Ross just put it out. But keep the same energy. Snitching is snitching. Pointing fingers is pointing fingers. The streets are dead. Your favorite rapper is not what you think he is. It's just simple as that, man. People are grown now. Don't nobody care. It's either me or it's you. It's your life or my life. And I'm always pick my life first.
If you a fan, I'm severely judging you, especially if you are grown up. If you are a grown man who's a fan of Lil Durk, and this Lil Durk situation is when you finally figured out the streets is done and it's a myth, yo, I'm looking at you sideways, bro. Because if this situation is your wake-up call, then where have you been, man? I'm questioning if you've ever been around street dudes or the streets, bro. Because where have you been? I done seen somebody serve a block for 30 years, man. Gang bang the best way for 30 years. Pop his gun for all his homies for 30 years. He died after 30 years of being a gangster, stand-up dude, man. Not one homie got $1 towards the funeral, man. Right? The body got to sit in the morgue for 6 weeks before they can figure out how to bury him.
Nigga, no, he ain't never seen that type
Where are you at? When a gangster go and retaliate for some homie who suckers and squares, He go and retaliate. He pop his pistol because somebody tried to play with his homies. And after getting locked up for sliding for his homies, those same homies don't got $1 on his books. They can't even keep up with the $400 a month in commissary he's allowed to have. Where were you at? Because I done experienced I done witnessed it. Witnessed it because I ain't never been that stupid, bro. I knew these dudes were untrustworthy from the very beginning. I ain't never had to go through it to know and understand what was like what comes to the streets. Where are you at? Have you ever seen a certified gangster, a real stand-up dude service community for 30 years, he died? And the day after his body go cold and hit the morgue, they trying to F on his daughter. Stand-up dude. Everybody salute, but even the ops salute him. He passed away. They can't pay for his funeral, but they gotta, trying to pull up on a baby mama at 3 a.m. in the morning. They don't got $1 for the funeral, but they trying to holler at the baby mama though a day after his funeral. They ignore all the calls when they need that paper for the funeral. They ignore all the calls. The day after the funeral happened, after he's buried, now all of a sudden they phone work. Now they're trying to pull up and see, hey man, little man needs something. They trying to little man needs something their way to the draws. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. If Lil Durk is your wake-up call that the streets is done, then you ain't never experienced a goddamn thing, man. I'm telling you this straight up. I experienced it in real time. Well, we witnessed it in real time. Okay? Now, King Yella will continue. And he is adamant that what Lil Durk did is flawed. And you guys is only forgiving it because Lil Durk is who he is.
Especially when I know you throwing me under the bus. This is what people doing now. This is what people doing now. I don't want to hear all that rah. No, you're not. They lying, man. Chaplow Raw just left the court. They all telling on each other. This is real life. This is life. This is my life or your life. It's not a game, gang. Y'all always act like somebody be hating. I be telling y'all people not who y'all think they is. This is a facade. This is from audio, video game, PlayStation, video game, Xbox 360. These people not what y'all think they is. They not what y'all think they is, gang. They not what y'all think they is. I swear to God, they not. Now this is proof in the pudding, gang. Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. Vonnie. What did y'all do? I said the same, right? Because why Durk gonna blame it on Vonnie? Durk don't care about Vonnie. Vonnie is the weakest weak. The weakest leak. He's not a gang member. He's a businessman that came in, had nothing to do with nothing. Never was OTF. Mom brought him around. He was good with the money. He had millions in the bank account. He was taking care of the business. He took care of everything. And the truth is, Vonnie is the one that was booking everything. He the one that got the flights. He did this. He did that. So guess what the attorney said? Everything. Put everything on him. They gonna try to put it on him. Fool did that. I never did that.
My perception of Vonnie is just like this real grimy, sleazy, scummy, just scammer, finesse. Just like hearing this. But I don't think he was too much of a square because they would admit that when King Von was dying, some of his final words to Vonnie was, "Why you let them shoot me?" So that meant that they had some expectations for Vonnie to use his gun when he came there. They got, they had some expectations for Vonnie to be at least with the ish or at least gangster enough to hold down King Von. Because King Von and Vonnie were inseparable. They lived together, right? They were damn near cousins. Now, I don't think Lil Durk is choosing to blame Vonnie because Vonnie was not as close to Lil Durk as other people. In my perspective, I think Lil Durk would have kept it solid. I don't think Lil Durk would have said anything if Vonnie ain't made it easy, if Vonnie wasn't already cooperating, if Vonnie ain't already confessed to certain things, and if Vonnie wasn't taking a stand to bury Lil Durk. I don't think Lil Durk would have said anything if Vonnie was not taking a stand to point the finger at Lil Durk and get Lil Durk a life sentence. So in no way, shape, or fashion, I think can anybody blame Lil Durk for doing what he did. What I don't like, though, is people changing the definition of what Lil Durk did.
But they all finna be telling. It's finna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy as hell. It's real trial. It's real time, and it's really going on. People is not what y'all think they is. The crazy part is, I said, that's what Boogie was gonna do to Durk.
Am I?
Knowing that he the gangster, Fool did this,
Yeah, mine.
They all came in that plotted game. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. They all plotted.
He
Didi,
paid $2,500 for the box. We know who
Asa,
you're talking about
which
when you
is
say that.
Ace Boogie, everybody. Guess what they all probably just did? They all came down and said, blame it on the goofy. Blame it on the non-affiliate that got nothing to do with it. We all gonna put it on food. And guess what? Everybody probably gonna go to court and put it on food. But guess what? What that mean now? That means you're a lying rat. You the same thing. You point fingers, you blame, and say somebody else did it. You a snitch. Just like it. All y'all be talking. These in court, pointing fingers and saying this and saying that. They are rats. These are real rats, and I don't want to hear nothing. Yo, OTF, only the failures. They failing. All that. Man, it's me against
Man, I don't look nothing like that nigga.
Everybody against food. Bonnie was the
nigga, we don't even talk the same.
Slime balls, gang. These are Chicago slime balls, and they put everything on food. These willing. And guess what Durk gonna do? Durk gonna come on probably never rap if he do beat the case. If he do beat the case.
Now that I vehemently disagree with. I don't think what Lil Durk did rise to the level of where like gangsters would say, man, I'm not listening to Lil Durk. Or like real hip hop fans would treat Lil Durk like a goofy. I think what Lil Durk did is at least gray area enough to where he can't just outright be called a rat by most rap fans or most people, because it's gray area for sure. All right, like there's at least enough plausible deniability to where Lil Durk would be able to come home and still rap that gangster stuff. Right now, will Lil Durk still have the same reputation and aura as Pooh Shiesty? Probably not. Right, you know, Pooh Shiesty
doesn't need to worry about raising his son. Oh yeah, he was on the internet saying.
Say what you want about Pooh Shiesty. There's never been anything flawed when it comes to the streets attached to Pooh Shiesty's name. So is Durk coming home with a little less rank that he went in jail with? Probably, but I don't think what Lil Durk did is so severe that the streets would turn his back on Lil Durk or rap fans will turn their back on Lil Durk. Now that I just think is wishful thinking, because they do hate Durk, right? Because obviously they're ops and they want for people to stop listening to Lil Durk, but I don't feel like that's going to happen at all.
If it works, everything about him gonna be over with. He blamed him, the world. Y'all know how the internet finna be. Unless they don't. If they don't pick it like that, then I don't know. But from what I'm seeing, this is crazy. Lil Durk, everybody is blaming that thing on Vonnie. Now let's see how it play out. It's your boy King Yella, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
King Yella, man.
I just put this out.
Everybody doing this content shit, man.
Because this is y'all favorite rapper, y'all favorite singer, y'all favorite killer, y'all favorite gangster, right?
What King Yella said right here really woke some things up. I don't know if it's like a paid by army or something, but yo, King Yella got literally bombarded with Lil Durk fans calling him out. It was so intense. I think King Yella had to drop a second video clarifying what he meant. Now, Yella ultimately did say that he stand by his statements. He do believe that Lil Durk is telling, and he's also saying, you know, that he don't believe that this strategy is going to work for Lil Durk. You know, that Lil Durk is going to get found guilty. Now, do I believe that? I'll be real. I feel like this is a pretty good strategy. I don't think they got much on Lil Durk, to be honest. All they have is OTF Vonnie's testimony. They got OTF Jam. But all the evidence points that other people. Like, you feel like one evidence, right? Like where they claim, yo, OTF Vonnie waited outside of Coronado's hotel until 1 a.m. And then, you know, he drove the vehicle to Lil Durk's home in Encino.
You got a mullet.
Yo, people I hang out with all the time do terrible things. Does that mean I did it too? Like if somebody was at my house, right? But before they got to my house, they robbed the bank. Did that mean that I told them to rob a bank? So a lot of the evidence doesn't really indict or point to Lil Durk doing this murder. So in that regard, I do think Lil Durk has a chance, you know, but who knows, bro? Right? Like who knows what's gonna happen? Nobody knows, okay? Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? I want to hear what y'all thoughts are. If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out about this really huge Rock Nation drama. Rock Nation just got accused of some really terrible allegations. I'm going to see you guys in this Rock Nation allegation. I'm out of here, folks.
No Durk ass ain't forgot either. And we ain't forgot, nigga. We know.
Welcome to another episode, everyone.
Nah, nigga. Ain't nobody forgot, nigga. We gotta listen to what Braves gotta say, man. I seen a
Up to a
part of it. He was
nigga
going in on
walked
Duty Low.
up. Hey man, tapping on the who's who of dribble though. I seen something yesterday. Watch Duty Low, gang. GM, whatever his name is, watch him. That nigga give me jam vibes. Girl, man.
Nigga give me jam vibes.
He kind of off. He a clout chaser on GM. I seen the nigga scream Trap Lorette, whatever Trap Ross, whatever his name out on GM during your nigga trial. Nigga walked up. That shit had me like, I seen that yesterday, how he walked up on Durk wife on
like
GM
getting their hair pulled.
And hugged her.
Grown man, by the way.
Try to hug a nigga wife during trial, like, gang, you
that's like the new popular
laughing.
saying. It's a grown man, by the way.
Dead homies, like, you don't think that nigga told his bitch? You don't think he told his wife on GM, don't deal with it? None of the gang, all of them against me. Nigga is crazy, gang. I swear to God. If you don't think that nigga Durk on 422,
everybody hit the like button, man.
Told
Smash
his wife,
likes.
don't deal with it. None of the homies. And that's just like an unwritten rule. Nigga female know I go to jail on GM. We ain't talking to none of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially I go to jail for a big ass RICO. I go to jail for all this on the game. Everybody that's next to me, we not dealing with right now until we figure this out. Informants mean on blood sneaky people. Informants mean your friends, your family, GM, somebody that you think cool. 412, Duty Low was next to him the whole time. On girl mad, he a bottom nigga. Why he not in jail? That's all I say. Nigga run up hugging a nigga wife on girl mad, nigga, he out. Damo, then screaming over. He's screaming a white nigga name that's talking about on GM. I'm gonna say this.
You know, all this just showed me what he said. That as tough as this nigga Braze is, he's still human and got feelings. Because he ain't worried about the trial, what he is, but like charges and shit like that specifically. This nigga talking about how Duty Low hugged India, Durk wife.
For Duty Low, you disrespectful. You screaming a white nigga name where everybody else on Bloods on him saying, gang, you got this big old fan base. Why is you going back and forth with the public saying that, oh, they saying Durk hired this, Durk did this, Durk did that. You see him, you scream his name like a hoe. Niggas is sick. On 412, there's something going on with you. And that's all I'm gonna say. And when y'all figure it out, on Damo, remember the who's told you. On GM, this ain't no getting that.
Ray's putting it out there, man. So later on, if something ever come out bad about Duty Low, Bray said it first. That's basically what he implying by that. If y'all ever hear some bad shit about Duty Low, we coming back to this video. So y'all remember, y'all heard it here too. From Bray's channel to over here.
We in trial right now, gang. This ain't no playing type time. Nigga, my family used to go to trial. That shit was serious. And when we go into trial, that's for P's life. That's not no game. You walking up with people like it's a game. It's not a joke on Bloods. It's crazy because everybody think that people care about that shit and motherfuckers out there and all that. Yeah, that shit cool, but it's a gang of money for certain people.
Nah, yeah.
That's somebody whole ass life. And when a nigga wife, I'm saying this as a real man, but I'm 35 years old. When we going through it, gang, especially like this, you know what I'm saying? We going through it, we in jail on Figueroa. 9 times out of 10, nigga don't care who you is, blood.
But then again, that's shout out to Braves though, but like that's why you gotta be mindful of the decisions you make when you on these streets, because when you out here riding around carrying these weapons, you're willing to use these weapons to harm other people. And if that's what it ended up coming to, then it's consequences. and repercussions behind them actions. So whether or not you end up in jail, whether or not it's street justice, you might get your ass whooped. Well, who knows? Like, you gotta take what come with this, man. And everybody don't play by the same rules. So just because you won't tell, don't mean the next person won't tell. Just because you willing to get out there and squabble, don't mean the next person is willing to or won't, or shoot some shit or won't. So everybody out here playing by their own rules at the end of the day. Rule number one is ain't no rules.
Don't put your hands on a nigga female. Blood, it's people, it's girls that ask girls, even though that's your bro or whatever. Bloods, I'm not just rocking up. I've never just rocked up on my niggas girl like they real females and just like it's good, smiling and laughing. She mad as fuck. Figaro, get your mind right. Damo, I don't trust you. As far as a nigga can throw you, you the type of nigga that try to bash her. But I wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you. GM, every time I see you on Dominique, I see that nigga jamming you. Tap in, nigga, tap in on the old souls. Like, be serious for the comments, though. For everybody in the thing, man, drop the comment. Am I wrong? Am I tripping, gang? Am I tripping? And nigga run up on somebody's wife.
He's not
she
wrong.
Fresh out the thing hearing. She just,
but it's
she fresh out the thing hearing that
we hear
they
you.
about to bang her all type of life and all that. He cutting his dreads off. And blood, they talking about he did this and that. Talking about his homies telling on him, niggas that he fed. She walk outside. The BA just said that the niggas that he fed telling on him. On Girl Mass, she walk outside and see you. Smiling. Damo, drop the comment if you respect that. She walk outside and see P smiling after the feds just told her that this proved to her that all P's homies is damn near bad peoples because they hating on him and all that. And she see blood with a bald head when she walk out. Dead homies. He ain't doing nothing but trying to benefit off some shit.
Me personally, it's hard to feel bad for niggas that's out here promoting a certain type of lifestyle and doing certain type of things, harming people. It's hard for me to feel bad for you. Like, if you just so happen to, out of self-defense, you unalive somebody, you end up whooping somebody bad or something to, like, keep yourself from being in harm's way, that's different. Anybody knowing it, yeah, you liable to be commended for that, but to just be out here waking up looking for problems and you find what you're looking for, and once it come across your desk, that ain't what I ordered. Once it get to your door, that ain't what I wanted. I didn't order that. Nah, nigga, it's too late. Wrap it up. Take it with you. It's too late.
Y'all niggas need to start getting your head right, like on 412. Okay? It's a difference between when your bro right there, when he not on DLB. Y'all just don't understand how motherfuckers feel about their family. And fuck this a female. On Lanes, I feel that way about any, like all girls in my family. On Lanes, I don't want nobody touching me if I ain't around. Dead homies. Fuck if it's a hug, a fucking pat on the back, GM on, like none of it. Fuck. DLB, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Anybody seen that nigga, which blood name? Duty Low,
well,
whatever.
Damo.
Anybody seen P's scream Trapper Ross name out?
412, that's DL.
Made a video 2 days ago saying Trapper Ross.
4 is D, 12 is L.
Making it seem like Durk,
letter.
like yeah, he covering it, but you got a big ass fan base. You don't think his jury see you? Why you talking about he did this, he did that? He's a cold person. On Bloods, it's crazy. Like when you in trial, you go up. I swear to God, I ain't even gonna lie to you. During trial, I was on 10 on Bloods. I popped on them and getting all that in the trial. I ended up going to high power over that shit. Like, nigga, mind be all the way off. Wake you up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You gotta call your peoples and ask them if they gonna come. On Blood, sometimes you don't give them that phone. On GM, nigga, that nigga got the whole world marching. But on Blood game, nigga, he sitting in the cell. Nigga can't feel that game. Another thing, for all the fans, all my peoples, my good peoples that been following me, watching me on Bloods, like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This one of like the low key, I'm gonna be real. This gonna be one of the last videos.
I ain't gonna lie.
The who's said, like, it's gonna be one of the last videos on the who's. I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. Like, when I started this page on Damo, my sister passed away.
Damn, he gonna end the who's.
This page, this shit blew up. Boom. I never sat down and chilled and thought about it. I ain't even grieve on girl, man. I just went straight to, kept going crazy. I had it, the whole, nigga, I got people hitting me, teens and grown-ups, talking about I make motivation, I'm in jail, I still smile, I make them feel good, they watch me every day. I had all that shit on my back the whole time. My biggest supporter passed away on me. Everything changed. The whole time I'm entertaining the world on Girl Mad. My family don't even speak to me. That shit was sick as fuck. Stop all this shit. I gotta start thinking and get back to me. I'm GM. Everything I've been seeing and shit, this shit ain't even for me. I'm gonna take my Instagram down and all that shit. No blood. Last night, gang of shit was hitting me, and I don't know why. On Everything I Love, that scene kept playing with nigga running up on a nigga female while a nigga in jail. Everybody look past that.
He
shit.
might be real. He might
That
be
shit
trying
crazy.
to what you call that shit?
Tap
Filing
in on
an
the
appeal
who's
or
though.
something.
Don't tap in on nothing else.
He's starting to realize, man, making all these videos ain't gonna help him get out no time sooner.
Lil Durk ops are making videos and they're calling Lil Durk a rat for what took place in court yesterday. Now, one of his ops that made a video that went mega viral is King Yella. King Yella and Lil Durk has been beefing for about 2 decades now, but King Yella took to social media and he's absolutely appalled at what he would describe as picking and choosing that people have been doing on behalf of Lil Durk.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear
process
nothing.
of coming home.
I don't want to hear nothing. Keep that.
So for some reason, Lil Durk's entourage or his team or people associated with his team, the Muslims, were pressing and confronting Trap Lil Ross outside of Lil Durk's court date today. Now, we found this out that Trap Lil Ross was being pressed because of a live stream that took place on Twitter. Like, people were on a live stream talking about this, and they were even like talking about, yo, we got to go help Trap Lil Ross. That's how severe and serious they thought it was getting.
Hear me? Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What the going on? They didn't try to jump on Trap Lord? Right. Yeah, Trap Lord didn't show up with his security guard really today and came outside, and it was damn near surrounded by hella a wheelchair and all type of trying to get him. No, not really a wheelchair. Bro, I can't. Nah, he was just getting pressed, and they kept calling him to his face and all type of stuff. It's getting crazy out here. I don't know what Trap Lord doing. I ain't been seeing his clips like that, but
these got to be the dumbest set of criminals I've ever seen. Yo, mans is on trial for murder, and y'all trying to press a blogger from the UK outside of a federal courthouse. Bro, these folks is dumb. Now, here's the thing, and this dude is watching this live. So Trap Lil Ross got pressed twice, I believe, before trial and then after trial when everybody was there. But he's watching it live. He claimed a dude in a wheelchair is pressing Trapler Ross. Trapler Ross is surrounded by a bunch of Muslims. They're calling him the B word. First off, Muslims. I ain't know Muslims could use the B word, man. I thought that was haram, okay? All right, now, why are they pressing Trapler? Before we get back to this, why are they pressing Trapler Ross? Because Trapler Ross made a report yesterday that was truthful. Trapler Ross tweeted, Lil Durk defense team is putting all the crimes on OT Avani. They're blaming OT Avani for everything. And that was truthful. Now, people's interpretation of what Trapler Ross wrote was, oh, man, Lil Durk is snitching. But that's not Trapler Ross's fault that people interpreted that from what he wrote. He just wrote the truth. Yo, they pinning all the crimes on Vonnie. That's what it was. Now, because of that, Trapler Ross got a lot of backlash from even people that he has worked with in the past and that he likes, but he took to his YouTube live yesterday or to his videos yesterday to double down and stand by his reporting, right? He's not backing down. People interpreted that Lil Durk was snitching. Trapler Ross never said Lil Durk was snitching. But nonetheless, Lil Durk and them is pissed off that Trapler Ross even reported that Lil Durk defense team was pinning all the crimes on OT Avani.
Closest thing you can get to a transcript plus interesting observations that I made of other things that were going on in and around the courtroom. But like a lot of people are really salty. I never said that Durk was a snitch. All right. I just said like it's a bit weird to be pointing the finger and saying that somebody else did everything. And yes, they're trying to claim that Vonnie is cooperating with the feds, but like he did blame everything on Vonnie. He said Vonnie did everything. That's what's going on. But now there's a whole bunch of cap going around and people are trying to slander my name. And it breaks my heart to show you this. But this is the first person I'm going to react to because I thought I just became friends with this guy.
This tweet from Ross, I got to talk to. So this headline and this tweet from Ross, I got to talk to Ross. This is not a story. Durk.
He's got to talk to me. Last time I spoke to you, he was asking me for a collab. He was talking about, let's do a video in front of the courthouse. Now you're acting all salty because I got the scoop. But like, what did I say in the tweet that was wrong? Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. What the F? He did. That's exactly what happened. Okay. I don't respect this, to be honest, Mo. You going down in my estimations, all right? I don't make me bring up when you said that there was no video evidence on Pooh Shiesty and all that again, okay?
Did not just blame everything on Vonnie. What the Vonnie got picked up by cops, admitted to everything, admitted to getting the cars, arranging the flights, admitted to getting the guns, buying the ski masks, admitted to getting Sprinter vans and taking everybody around. And then he said, I did all of it while facing life in prison. I did all of it because Durk Banks paid me to do it. And now Durk Banks is in court saying, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And to put out a headline that says, oh, Durk just blamed everything on Vonnie. What the No. Putting that out? What the So this headline and this.
He did. Putting this out, what the fuck? Asking me to do a collab and then dropping this 30 minutes later is definitely what the right? So we good on that one, okay? But like, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Now, I'm not responsible for what came next. I just reported the facts.
The pro-Durk people, though, but they're not buying that. So now, Trapler Ross is correct in the sense of, bro, I didn't say Lil Durk snitch. Trapler Ross never said Lil Durk snitch. He never did. But the pro-Durk people, and I hate the fact that we even have to do pro-Durk and anti-Durk because I don't feel like anybody is anti-Durk.
Durk was snitching.
I don't feel like, bro, any media personality in this situation is going to try hoping that Lil Durk loses.
It was
people like myself, bro. I'm interested in justice. Justice.
And you knew you
okay.
Gonna correct
I want for justice to reign supreme. Okay. I want for the people responsible for Lil Pop's, because Lil Pop ain't Quan around. Lil Pop was not a part of this beef. The people responsible for Lil Pop's murder, we want them to be convicted and face their punishment and get their judgment. But Trapler Ross never said Lil Durk snitch. But the pushback for Trapler Ross is, man, bro, you're supposed to add more context, man. Man, you just said, hey, bro, Durk and them playing everything on OT Avani. Nah, man, you're supposed to add more context, man. All right? You're supposed to say, well, no, Vonnie did this first, and because Vonnie did this first, that means that... Bro, Trapler Ross ain't got time to tweet all that, bro. But Trapler Ross included all the details in his videos. See, how society works right now, people are creating their entire judgment and opinion based on Trapler Ross's tweet that's about 20 characters instead of watching his entire 30-minute video breaking this down. It's not his fault.
As they happened. And if you saw the last breakdown I did, I'll just read it to you again exactly what was said in the courtroom. They said this is about relationships. They go back decades. Their fathers were friends. It was Davon and Kayvon, Vonnie and Cuz. Cuz being Vonnie's nickname was because he was King Von's cousin. His whole identity is based on Von. He moved to Atlanta when Von moved there, moved in with Von, started managing Von. He managed his day-to-day, his finances. They had shared bank accounts. They were tight. When Von's star was rising, tragedy struck. Vonnie was with King Von when he died. He was there for the fist fight when Quando Rondo and King Von had an altercation that turned into a shootout. Vonnie was the one that grabbed the car and drove Von to the hospital. All right. He drove fast to Memorial Hospital, Grady Memorial. Von told Vonnie, why did you let me get shot? Why didn't you do something? How's Durk know that? How's Durk Defense know that? They said that Vonnie spoke to Von one last time and told him, I love you. This devastated Vonnie. He said he couldn't save him. The night Von died had a big impact on him. Okay. They put in all of this out there, saying particularly Vonnie saw an opportunity. He saw that Durk was upset. It's like he said, Durk's team said all of this, okay? They said all of this. They said that basically, they want to claim that Durk's the leader. Durk wasn't the leader. He had no control of OTF, and that Vonnie was out here on a mission of his own, and that they're going to testify. They said Vonnie has the most ties to the criminal underworld. He booked hotels, the rentals, the stolen car. He secured the fake plates. He went to REI to buy the ski masks. He arranged the Sprinter to take them from San Diego to LA. He did all of this. They said that Vonnie did and was there for the May 2021 incident where they tried to kill Quando. They're saying Vonnie arranged that too. They showed pictures of all of them. They said Vonnie secured the guns, the people in May 2021. And then Vonnie arranged the exact same thing in August of 2022, paid for by Durk's company. Vonnie accessed Durk's credit card, but he was the one who paid for it, not Durk. When it all happened, it was Vonnie's card that used it. They said Vonnie did all of this. So the idea of just like
on day one, when Lil Durk team seen Trap Lil Ross, the first thing they told Trap Lil Ross was, bro, be fair. I think Duty Low pulled up on Trap Lil Ross. Now, Duty Low and Trap Lil Ross had some friction before they squashed their beef. They dap it up. Now, I believe when Durk's team dap it up with Trap Lil Ross and they quote unquote squash their beef, they thought, okay, that means that Trap Lil Ross is in our back pocket. But if Trap Lil Ross is okay, you told me to be fair. That's the only request I have for Trap Lil Ross. Yo, just be fair. And Trap,
they tired of seeing Trap Lil Ross downtown LA at the criminal court building with that dumbass suit on, standing in the front reporting.
Trap Lil Ross is being fair. He's reporting exactly what took place.
Like a big
now,
ass clown.
If y'all don't like how he frames it, that's not his problem, right? He reported the facts of the case, which is Lil Durk's defense team in their opening statement was pinning this entire thing on OTF Vonnie. Now, OTF Vonnie told first, yes, that's a context, and he gave that context in his longer video. So that's why they wanted to press him. I believe the first day they tried to have a cordial conversation, but because I guess Trap Lil Ross has not fully laid down and got in their back pockets, the second time now they're trying force and coercion.
It got people mad. Bro, the only thing that Trap Lord did, there was only one thing that Trap Lord did that made anybody mad or made them feel something. It's the whole snitch stuff? That's the... Yeah, the little Durk telling. I tried to tell him, I was like, bro, he's not snitching. If a person is trying to say snitch on you and say that you were the one who did it, it's the only defense is to basically say it's they're lying if they the one who did it. That's definitely the only thing that you can say is that. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really say.
What? What can you just say?
All the rest of it, the only thing that you can basically say is they're lying if they the one who did it. That's definitely the only thing that you can say is that. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really say. If they the one who did it. That's definitely the only thing that you can say is that. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really say.
Say that one more time.
That's definitely the only thing that you can basically say is they're lying if they the one who did it. That's definitely the only thing y'all niggas tell us. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really say.
Back it up.
All the rest
of it. You niggas gonna tell them. Watch them, whoever they is.
Yeah, but he's trying to prove that he's moving off of Durk orders.
Watch them niggas, they gonna tell them something.
Oh man, bro, he getting hold on, man, he getting pressed again, bro. He getting pressed by some Muslims, bro. God damn.
Now the Muslims pressing my.
Yeah, damn, bro. It's getting bad, bro. Let me go check on, bro. Man, let me talk to y'all, man.
Go ahead. I'll just talk while you up.
Bro, this getting crazy out here today, bro.
Trap Lil Ross was in front of the court building, and the Muslim dude have
they pressing Trap Lord like a mother, bro. So I don't know what Trap Lord is doing, but like I said, I haven't really been paying attention to his stuff like that, but they are pressing this the other day.
Right, and I think that him not showing up with security was a big thing too. He's gonna have to get that security, bro.
He just got somebody. I don't know who this other dude is, but he don't look like he able to do anything.
Yeah, he need to go ahead and call the security.
He out here getting security off of Craigslist. About the Craigslist, he just found Craigslist. He got one security that was big as hell with little suits on, and now he got somebody look like they work at loss prevention for Ross.
Yo, I did see one of Traveler Ross' security guards, okay? And the first thing, and I did have my questions like, hey Ross, bro, call me, bro, Ross, I can get you right. Ross, listen, the security that I can put you on with in LA, they move like the military, bro. The dudes I see with Ross, they don't really look like you feel me? Like, I ain't really see no bulge. I ain't really see no strap on them. They just look like an extra body. Like, if they really wanted to get to Ross, I don't think those dudes would stop it, right, at all. But the way they they were describing this as if Ross' back was up against the wall and he was like damn near like being given like a willy, all right, for speaking on Durk. Now, some footage ultimately came out, but this footage does not fully depict, I guess, everything, because we don't see a guy in a wheelchair. We don't see 100 people. We don't see exactly what they're describing here, but we know for a fact that at least one of these dudes was next to Ross, because I've seen this dude in other videos from the Durk trial. So we know for a fact that they was next to Ross, but I guess like this video only caught the aftermath and not the full circumstance of them pressing Ross.
I don't know where he get these all day
loss prevention.
At Ross. I don't know where he found these security guard, but they ain't it.
So, what exactly are they trying to say to Trapwood Ross? Are they mad about this?
Just mad about how he's reporting, I guess. Like I said, I haven't really seen much of what he's doing, because I know he kind of like sensationalizes a lot. He does a lot of like yellow journalism.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it just seems like he's talking in the sense of Durk might have actually done it because of Durk's music, because of Durk's past, because of where Durk comes from. He's more so leaning towards, this is what's going on, and it seems like, there's no way that Durk didn't know. So people feel like he's kind of leaning into a bias, but he's not being biased. He's just calling how he sees it.
I mean, he's going off of what he sees and like everything. And like, if you somebody who like, man, if you literally just saw how like, like the prosecution laid out everything the first day, you would kind of like understand where he's coming from. But at the same time, you can't allege, like, if a man is not there, we can't just say, like, oh, he knew everything that took place, or he was part of everything that took place. So that's my whole point. I don't know, like, if he was part of any of it.
So day 4, y'all. Apparently, our boy Trapler Ross.
Bro, I saw that he had the Muslims on his head, didn't he? Like the Muslims.
My stupid ass didn't record it. I had the camera up and this
my bad, y'all, man. I ain't record. I'm on this dang on Spaces trying to, let them know about what's going on. This Armand, everybody.
What's good?
We have some footage of the aftermath. We don't have the full thing, obviously, because we don't have everything. But I know everybody involved. I know the Muslim brother that approached Trapler Ross. The Muslim brother is a good dude. He's not somebody who associated with violence, right? Now, he's the brother who beat up Antonio Brown at the Aiden Ross brand risk, right? He gave Antonio Brown the beats, and then they had to jump him. So that's the brother who apparently pressed Lil Durk. And here is the aftermath of parts of the pressing, but we can't catch the full thing. We don't have a video of the full thing, so we don't know, like if the other parts that they described happened exactly how they described it.
On behalf of the Ummah, brother, you made a folly, a fugaboo, where you said that Lil Durk is blaming everything on Viney. For the person, no, listen. I want you to clear that. No, I need you to clear that up. I need you to, that's what's said in court, bro. But no, that's not what's said in court. That's the legal team. Viney took. Listen, why are you running, my guy? This is what I'm saying. Viney, listen. This is all I'm telling you. Hold on, my Belizean brother. Listen, all I'm saying is Viney took accountability and then tried to drag Durk in.
Why did Didi's lawyers say that Vonnie is touching with the cartel?
I have no idea. All I'm saying is we don't want you to put the narrative out there that Lil Durk is on the stand or testifying against anybody. You said Durk is blaming it on him. He's not.
He
The
is.
legal
See what
team
he
is
said?
saying he has nothing to do with what Vonnie accepted responsibility for. Do you understand? Do you understand the difference, sir? Huh? Okay.
Yeah, we only got 50 seconds from it. Now, I contacted Trap Ross and asked him,
Why your ass running,
he
boy?
did like, and he gets pressed. He wasn't too concerned about it. He just said, man, it's just a normal day at the courthouse, man. Like, that was his exact response, man. Just a normal day at the courthouse, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all feel like Trap Ross have a duty to add in the extra context when he's tweeting out? Well, let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another dope video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out exactly why, all right? Right here in this video, why Master P is getting backlash today. I'm going to see you guys in this Master P video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Master P. I ain't even thought of it.
Hey, man, tapping on the who's who. Dribble, though.
What the hell? This Soft White Underbelly interviewed this dude. That's something I would never watch. Let me just see what's going on.
$21.81. Point on trouble. 20159 Cohasset. 20159 Cohasset. 911 yelling and crying. Her line disconnected. 2139.
What's the app in LA? Citizen?
1025 Roger.
Southfield Technique Channel 37.
2620 Monmouth Avenue. 2620 Monmouth Avenue, apartment number 9. Here's unknown suspect inside of her apartment. She's locked inside the restaurant. It's code 3.
Unknown trouble, 20159 Cohasset, 20159 Cohasset, open 911 line, yelling, and crying, her line disconnected, code 3, 67 already 2139.
This is San Pedro.
Roger.
12810, Castle, code 2630, 1445.
Southwest units 459 Hospital, 2620 Monmouth Avenue, 2620 Monmouth Avenue, apartment number 9. Here's unknown suspect inside of her apartment.
Mary Ocean Nora, Mary Ocean Julian, Tom Henry.
She just didn't identify.
Charlie 73, no further.
19% Southwest.
X-ray Victory 20 Detective Southwest Station at 2620 Monmouth Avenue.
15030, can you meet 15843 5700 Lower Canyon?
That's
Fantastic. Roger. 1500 Yoshi, I'm seeing 6249
Yeah, Roger, yeah, I'm the last one. Ocean Union, Henry.
Roger, man.
1016 is the road.
It's 4-5 stage is responding.
I didn't answer question, I'm just saying it, I left 100
I had a homie that used to work in that Jack in the Box. We used to go there late night and shit, or midday, whenever he was on the clock, and get shit either for free or for a little discount. I wasn't a nigga always trying to take advantage. I'd give him a little something. A lot of homies was just trying to get shit for free. I knew his ass would eventually got fired, so I'm gonna give you a little something, compensate you.
5700 Lower Canyon.
Damn, this shit froze. It's his shit, it ain't mine. I thought it was mine.
Okay, I'll tell you, Roger. I know.
Male 5.5, black shirt, white shorts.
1330.
Adam John 706 Adam John 50 years wearing a blue shirt, black leggings, 390. You're will be sending by a black Jeep Wrangler, script 2 incident 76 30 21 14.
I think 53 Lane 7190.
East Coast.
If they want to.
63 Roger to the rear of 90. 20 people at the top of the hill next to the baseball field.
The moon.
That's crazy.
The moon is causing bad service.
Until your response to the additional unit request, incident 5273,
John, that's 706.
I used to walk this street every day as a kid.
Spending 40, 50 years wearing a blue shirt, black leggings,
This whole
390.
street.
Here we'll be sending by a black Jeep Wrangler, 2 incident 76 30 21.
all units go for 859 Mulholland Drive.
Should I pull up and honk at this cop and tell him his lights are off?
Bro, got that loud ass walkie-talkie.
Thank you.
Like you finna run that shit.
So channel 30 Roger. 5273 code 4. Marco 3.
Code 6, code 60, George 22.
I think 482 location is Marco 3.
George 24, Roger.
Fire traffic, go ahead and show course 4, just GOA. We'll do this one.
I like when the cops
don't
know who I am.
103 for requesting a unit to go
Don't we all?
9795.
It's not always a good thing that cops know who you are.
PCH incident 11 or D511.
It's just best to avoid the interaction.
415 gang activity, A6 Grand. Approximately possible gang members chase PR into an unknown building at location. PR's left to meet is code 2 incident 0077 already
I remember playing at that water
May
tower.
repeat the 5 hour.
16 24 Roger.
Requesting it to Flower Wiltshire. 187 for you, code 67 plus 7 Street. 20 code 6 on Wilshire Flower. Thank you, Roger.
Thanks for testing unit to go on South on Flower at 6. Anyone for initial clearance with only. Anyone for initial clearance with only his truck over Durk. 1 code, Central Heard. 702
Pleasure unit, 415 gang activity, A6 Grand. Approximately 8 possible gang members chase PR into an unknown building at location. PR is left to meet is code 2 incident 0077 RD 162.
No, the pizza close is Flower.
14 George 21, 14 George 22 is one way to go.
There was a unit to Flower Wiltshire. 193 for you, code 6727 plus 7 Street.
20 code 6 on Wilson Road.
I hear that, Durk.
Feature message.
Yeah, downtown thing, they said it was some gang members chased somebody into a building. We'll go over there, but we're kind of far. I see a helicopter flying over there.
Correcting.
I don't think that's
Stop. I can very in.
By USC.
2020, Roger.
21, 14 George 22 is one way to go.
I guess it's Tuesday though. There's not like bars and clubs.
Unit 50 minutes holding a woman, Broadway and Vernon, incident 86, 32, 31, so back for additional.
Sorry, Roger, the command. Correction, incident command. 339 requesting an additional unit, 6856 Yolanda, incident 5116.
Answer GT8, for watch medical speed,
That's the 4132.
Let's go. Just 182.
Flag Bill 30019. 2020, Roger.
We're saying there's a dude assaulting a woman.
Got me on.
Downtown. Where?
On units for 50 men assaulting a woman, Broadway and Vernon, incident 8630, 51 for traditional.
3, repeat.
We're right here. I don't see no.
3, code 680, spin.
Man, nor woman, nor child.
President call from Moon Station.
The Bruins Bravo 3
The cops are gonna pull up. They're pulling up here.
Adrian home. Spirit 5 guys, radio call. Chevron or Cathedral, Manchester. If so, it's going to be Southeast Spirit.
Roger. Change it to 459 APC. The one take auto.
Somebody.
Copy. 459 parentheses APC. How was this 50?
And Virginia. 10-21, code 6, number 1.
85 negative unit.
I don't see nothing.
5 is requesting an additional unit. Adrian Holmes.
Chevron or Cathedral, Manchester. If so, it's going to be Southeast Spirit.
Is the cops right here?
85 X.
29, 39, cancel. Incident 4998, cancel by CI.
Roger. 909.
Code 2, incident 89, RB663.
Suspect is smell black, wearing reading glasses, blue hat, black shirt with the colored logo, with a black backpack and skateboard. That's code 2, incident 89, RD663.
I did my job to make sure there's no
166.
woman getting beat up here.
I occurred on the sidewalk. Suspect was a male unknown wearing a dark colored sweatshirt and a dark colored pants. So put the insinuating 640
further with the DRT, right?
Citation and also the suspect 56 Manchester, Chevron, code 248, RD8.
No man, no woman, no beating.
Citation and also organized with the suspect 256 East Manchester, Chevron, code 248, RD1803.
Whatever location.
Okay, so put 6 on the back. I'm making a match.
We're dealing for Roger.
Suspect parking in
Roger.
Roger, 499, Charles King, break 702.
For closure.
There's step 1 here on Cohasset. So, Milton, come set up for Fort Milton. Code 6. Where was you? On this day at the point, and then we'll have them. One of them will be first and
Oh, hell no. The fuck? See what I can find, man. Oh, fuck, well. Hey, y'all remember that fucking, what is them, Sigil Coke kids? What happened to all them? Man, I don't give a fuck about Diddy. Man.
Get that clip I sent back.
That's what it was.
Dejan go.
He just had it up, but he going to the other
Oh
one.
yeah. Okay, so here we go.
This one first.
No, he's doing the other one.
Dejan, I get. Okay, so it's something called August Fest with an E at the end.
Yeah,
and
August Fest.
I don't know much about it. I don't know if Dejan had any like official role. Like, was he like a promoter or like booked to be there or anything? I don't know. He was hosting it. Okay. So RJ, Mr. LA, who's, you know, having a little bit of a moment now because he's like all over the Game album. He was all over the Game and YG verses, etc. He's performing, and he basically takes this as an opportunity to let Dejan know that he don't really f with him. So let's observe this clip.
Just like you tell the whole internet, I'm gonna tell you, nigga. Fuck you talk about, nigga. It's LA, nigga. That's what we do. We talk real shit, and I'm a platinum artist, so I can talk that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody else gonna talk that shit because they ain't really, he ain't gonna say, you ain't platinum, you ain't this. I'm a platinum artist, no feature, no radio, no video, nigga. Say I'm yo. Say I'm yo. Say I'm yo. It's LA, nigga, that's what I speak for, and that's what I run with, nigga. And when you down talk LA, nigga, I speak up. I tell you, you know, place, just
Okay. First observation is I hate how much Dejan is loving this. This is like such a gift to him.
It's not. Again, the thing is, he's not running from the people that he's talking about. He ain't running from them.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's true. It's like he knows that. I mean, look, bro, he tried to sue me for getting shot when he didn't get shot. Imagine what he's gonna do to you if y'all put hands and feet on him. There's gonna be lawsuits for days. He's gonna find a way to sue YG even if he wasn't there. Like he gonna find a way to sue everybody. Like, I mean, beating up Dejan Paul is off the table. If you're gonna do it, you're realistically gonna have to send some like ski masks, like crowbar guys after him and they better leave their phone at home. Because like he's suing everybody, bro.
I didn't hear Dejan say nothing about RJ though. I didn't heard a lot of critiques. I didn't hear nothing about RJ though, but I might have missed it though.
I don't pay attention to what he's talking about music-wise, to be honest. So I have absolutely no idea if he's actually been negative towards RJ. But obviously there's a bit of animosity. But at the same time, I mean, I do feel like that animosity is kind of like misplaced because, you know, there's just so few people who are like really pushing for LA to like for the music scene in general to blow up. There's a lot of like self-interested people that are pushing their label or their artist, but
Y'all good.
You know, somebody like wait, is this him?
This is a clip with Viral Way and LB Messiah, and they're talking about RJ and somebody else, and Dejan has the position of like supporting RJ.
Oh, let's hear it.
So to me, for sure, he created a whole genre, whole sound that an entire coast is following and stealing. So I'm gonna say he is a better artist than RJ. To me,
okay.
In my opinion, I mean RJ cool. He make the party songs, but never when you saying, okay, who's the top West Coast MCs? RJ name not coming up, bro.
Hold on, don't do that.
RJ name.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because no, don't do that. In 2015, if you ask anybody who's the hottest LA rapper, they was gonna say RJ. When I'm Your 2 was out, everybody was gonna say RJ.
Everybody had their time of being the hottest. That's what made them who they are.
In 2017, it was my bad.
I feel like that's what made them who they are.
True.
Everybody has a
hot,
hot time. He's a good artist, but when you, like he said, top West Coast artist, are you going to say he's the best?
At that, he had a run. He had a moment where he was the best. He was the best LA street adjacent rapper, excluding the Kendricks to them. He was the best.
But you arguing two different things. I said when people ask you who's the top West Coast MCs who could rap. If I need to start a cipher right now, who you going to get? 9 times out of 10, RJ's not going to be the first.
I think RJ's in that conversation.
A cipher?
I see him in that conversation based off his LA Leakers freestyles. He's dropping freestyles all the time on the timeline. I think RJ's in that conversation.
First of all, Draco, to me, for sure.
RJ for sure in that conversation.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of these conversations kind of go the same way because Compton AV is kind of, there's a clip of him sort of giving Dejan on stage at this, but like Compton AV and RJ both have like cool, solid careers that they've dug out for themselves in the LA scene. They both obviously mattered. They both have had big records. They're both important. When you write the history books of LA rap, they'll both be in there. But it just kind of feels like dudes want more recognition. Like even like Compton AV being mad about like Dejan saying that he's not in the legend category with like Nipsey and YG, and I'm just like Compton AV.
Compton AV, you ain't did enough.
And yeah, and I with him. He's a cool guy, and I like what he's doing musically, and I think like he's probably got big records to come as well. But like, bro, like when you want to be in that conversation, that's too big of a conversation.
Yeah,
like
right now,
you ain't earned that yet.
Yeah, like you can't throw yourself up there. You know what I mean? And I be feeling like Dejan be having some crazy takes, but he also be having some good takes on like the temperature of LA and the artist.
He's RJ could rap though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
No, RJ's dope, and he's like clearly like Dejan knows when RJ was really popping and what his time of really being lit was or whatever. And like, it's not like he's like ignorant to it. Like if I honestly, because I was ignorant to it. I didn't know who RJ was until he started, until I get into Draco, and then I find out that there's this guy RJ that Draco beefing with.
Yeah.
And I realized that's because I was just like not giving a at all about like LA street rap at that time.
I'm glad you submitted that because I'm gonna say because RJ was popping before.
Yeah.
Off the Mustard mixtape.
I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to Gucci and Waka Flocka and Young Scooter, and I wasn't really like paying attention to LA street rap at that era. Yeah. Atlanta boys over here. Ferrari boys.
Right,
go, brother.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's funny though because I feel like Dejan was trying to kind of be the nice guy for like 10 years of his career, trying to like, not like he was always the nice guy because he was the guy doing like a picket outside the radio station like that, but he was kind of trying to be the supportive guy. And now he's kind of like realized that the only way that he's really going to get attention is by being like really negative and like really heaping scorn upon people. And like, that's going to be what actually gets him the 1,000 likes on Twitter. And because like him hating on TDE has been such a boon to whatever he's trying to do. Like he did all these report cards, he did all these magazine covers. Nobody ever really gave a, but now he's decided he don't like TDE, and everybody's just lining up to just pat him
Let me
up
ask y'all a question.
He got the Drake crowd is now all of a sudden kind of with him, you know?
Okay. Do people give a fair assessment when it comes to rappers as rest in peace? Biggie's, Pacs, Nipsey's, Draco's, Juice WRLD's, like do you think they're giving a fair assessment?
No, I think everybody's stock goes up a lot after they die because then people are forced to kind of like deal with the finiteness of their career and like actually look at their career. It's so easy to get caught up on like, this dude's a loser. Like he can't like yeah, he maybe had an era where he was lit and he was like booked and doing all kinds of big, but like now he can't even get a show. Now nobody would ever pay him for a feature. But then as soon as he dies, the fact that he was like kind of a loser before he died just totally gets erased. And it's just like, let's just focus in on all the high points. When Rich Homie Quan, they were like nobody was P&B Rock. I'm not going to say there were punchlines, but people were not
checking for them.
People were not giving them their flowers at that time. And then they die. And all of a sudden it's like, well, if you listen to the top 10 records that they had 10 fire ass records, and that's pretty amazing. So let's focus on that. And yeah, I mean, that's always how it goes.
See, Munch, I speak from like a outside looking in, right? Like Nipsey, we knew who Nipsey was in Atlanta and other places, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this guy is amazing, or this is my. It wasn't until after he passed that people like that Victory Lap album is when the rest of the world really gravitated to him, where he became this national phenomenon. You dig what I'm saying? And to be totally honest, the same situation with Draco. Like, only reason I knew who he was because y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like they were playing him in Atlanta or playing him in Virginia. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, of course, you get all the blog posts of the guy passes away, and it's like, oh, and you go back and listen, like, oh, you know, he's snappy. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just like for on the outside looking in, it's just like the best. I hate to say it like this, it sounds messed up, but like some of the best promotion you're gonna ever get is when you pass away.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why I brought it up, right?
What's the word?
And why y'all didn't give Drake all this credit while he was here?
Because they take you for granted.
That's an LA question.
They take you for granted. They sold the access is there. Like we have all this access to the person that's here that it's just like
because if y'all love him so much, why haven't I heard about him? And why?
How y'all feeling about the fact that we currently have a circus going on in downtown Los Angeles for the Lil Durk trial? We got mobs of people wearing matching shirts, repping the Free Durk movement. We got, we've got local celebrities, whether it's Trap Lord Ross or Duty Low or whatever, holding the block down out there. And then meanwhile, it's like we're just getting hit daily by more and more news. And I would say that the vast majority of the news is pushing me in the direction of thinking, wow, Durk's back is against the wall, because it does seem like all these guys who were at the very least his close homies and also maybe doing drills for him are in large part turning on him. I don't really know how many people that are locked up are still holding it down for him. It's a wild time to be alive.
35 people, right?
That's what they're saying.
Not locked up.
We've seen a few notable examples of like OTF Jam and Didi and stuff who apparently they have decided to go to the dark side. I don't know. What's your guys' impressions of?
I don't think it's Didi. I think it's the Vonnie dude.
Vonnie too, yeah. I think isn't Didi part of it as well? I don't want to say that if he's not, but yeah. I mean, for a minute there, we were thinking the Jam wasn't telling because he put his address on Instagram, said pull up if you got a problem with me. Well, that really made me start to feel like, oh, maybe this
At
guy
not
didn't.
one point in this thing with Durk did it ever look good.
Yeah.
Like I never looked at this case and what was happening was like, okay, that looks good for him. It just looks bad, bad. Nothing.
That video
on the bright side.
I like that went viral when his ops caught him.
So that was the controversy yesterday. Is basically Trap Lord Ross makes a reel in which he states that Durk's entire legal strategy is that his lawyers and him are basically trying to put all of the murders on Vonnie. And what Trap Lord Ross kind of maybe didn't fully acknowledge in that reel, when he basically said that like this is the deal, Trap Lord or Durk is blaming everything on Vonnie, is that Vonnie had already basically taken accountability for all these murders. So Durk and his team saying that doesn't in any way like increase the likelihood of Vonnie facing charges for those things. He has been giving immunity for those charges as a result of this plea deal that is not finalized. I think it really like depends on
his testimony,
and it depends on Durk basically going to prison. Like I don't know.
No. It don't matter if he. No. It depends on his testimony. They already gave him immunity as long as he tell the truth, and then it's on them to convict him.
So, do you agree with Trap Lord Ross yesterday, where he said the defense is blaming Vonnie? And so he said because the defense is blaming Vonnie for everything and saying that he already admitted to this. Trap Lord Ross in turn said that Durk is snitching.
Right.
Like so that's what
I don't think it's fair to call.
What the fuck was that?
How you can't snitch? You can't. So he's snitching on a snitch.
No,
is it double snitches?
Well, yeah. If he is snitching, he's snitching on a snitch. But I think that like he's not revealing any new information.
Just saying you from what I got from it, he's saying basically, hey, bro, you have confessed to this crime. We're done. I don't know. I ain't tell you to do that. You did that dumb shit. You confessed to it. Everything you confessed to, you did it. Okay, what the that got to do with me? My hands are washed. That's what it seems like as far as the defense is concerned. It's like, nah, he already confessed that he did it. Okay, the goddamn it, leave it like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think I wouldn't see that Durk is snitching or whatever. I think he's just saying, hey, the man already confessed. The case is closed.
He didn't even say that though. Like that's what I'm saying. It's his defense is a stance or whatever. Is saying that how does Trap Lord Ross come out and say Durk is literally just snitching everything he said? Like how you put that on Durk? That's his defense.
Rios. Trap ain't qualified to say who is snitching or not. But he just reporting and then like how he viewed it. But okay, you got Vonnie and OTF Jam admit to these murders just so they could get a conviction out of Durk, and they gonna say, "Oh, he hired us and had us do this." But okay, Vonnie already admitted to it. Durk saying, "Yeah, he had more reason to get him going than me. That's his cousin. They live together. They had shared accounts. And then they got Vonnie doing all the footwork, getting cars, giving good. Like, all right, you admitted it. All right, you got it, boss. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's kind of like the only logical defense for Durk to say, okay, you've already admitted to these killings. You're saying that I paid you to do them. Prove it.
Right.
Like,
there ain't no price.
Now you have to tell the court how this happened. Presumably, Durk probably covered a lot of his tracks. And, if he did pay these guys, he probably did it in a way that's going to be difficult to track or whatever. But, I mean, I think there's like this delusion that some street dudes have that that their street career depends on them like never saying a word in court or never saying anything about anyone else's actions ever. But this is like a pretty clear-cut scenario in which, in order for him to mount an intelligent legal defense, him and his lawyers basically have to acknowledge the crimes that his co-defendants or the people who are telling on him have already acknowledged to. Now, if Vonnie was also had like a great lawyer and was fighting this case and saying I didn't kill them, I feel like, and Durk's defense was like, no, actually this guy killed him. Okay, then he's a snitch. Then he's a full-blown rat. Right. But this isn't that. Like in reality, he already had said that about himself. So it feels kind of like an immature reading of the situation. That being said, a lot of gangster dudes like
ain't no gangster dudes. It's wannabes that think they hard and they talking about, yeah, they get us. Like, what are you talking about? I don't give a. The same niggas talking about they ain't gonna tell on the nigga that's dead. If you dead, bro, you did it. Nigga, some too gangster for TV. I'm not.
That's funny you say that because Brick would say the exact same thing.
I don't give a man, bro. If one of my
dead, tell on me.
Yeah.
If me, Adam, and Rios, we slid, and then Adam, he rest in peace. I put it all on Adam. I'm gonna do that as long as I know it won't come back to Rios. That's the only reason. If I could get Rios in trouble, that's when you tell it.
Right.
As long as it's good, and I put it all on Adam. Adam killed the porn star, Jason Love and Brian Pumper.
Yeah.
Nigga, we slid on them. He did it. He was mad because the Lena shit, and he was tired of the slide for Lena shit, and he shot Jason Love. Nigga, he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Swiss cheese and shit.
Stand over Jason Love.
The sniper. We need to do a skit like that for sure. We're gonna do the slide for Lena shit. I'm be blicked up in the back like
you know the GDs are really like missing out on Jason Love though, because he was a sniper in the Army, so I assume he's got a lot of bodies, and he's got GD tattoos all over him, which I didn't realize for a long time until people pointed out to me from the boxing match. Like, you see that and that, like he was a GD growing up in like Louisiana or whatever.
Yeah.
Like King Yellow should have a poster of Jason Love on his wall right next to Wooski.
But the shit don't count. We don't count the bodies. We don't count civilian bodies. We count ops.
But I mean,
skill wise,
the jihadists are everybody's ops.
You can't kill the nigga at Krispy Kreme like I got a body. You feel me?
People do though. People claim weak ass bodies.
Serial killer.
Yo, let's watch this clip of Ross right here, where I guess he kind of like doubles down on his statements about believing that Durk is quote unquote telling. I guess
it's right there.
Okay, he says he's not. All right,
don't worry.
I'm gonna click play.
Give you guys another update following on from yesterday. I never said that Lil Durk's a snitch, but what I did say is that he's blaming everything on Vonnie. I'm sticking by that. I know a lot of people are kind of out here basically like doing a little performance, just trying to, come up with the best way that they can ignore the facts and twist the facts to try and defend Durk and, placate the Free Durk crowd. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm just here reporting the facts to you. And look, I don't think that Durk's snitching. I don't think Durk's lawyers are snitching. I don't think it qualifies as snitching. I'm not someone who even cares about snitching. But what I do want to say that was crazy that nobody else is talking about was that when Dee Dee's lawyer had his opportunity to speak in the opening statement, and it was said that basically, anything that the other lawyers say, unless people opt out of it, unless Brian Steele and Drew Findling opt out of what Dee Dee or Lindsay's lawyer are saying, they all agree with it. So in the opening statement, Dee Dee's lawyer said that Vonnie was a sophisticated criminal that was part of an international car theft ring, and he had ties to the cartel. Now, look, I don't think nothing is snitching. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. But they're talking about, hey, Vonnie has got ties to the cartel. Now, I ain't heard about no ties to the cartel until that. They're putting stuff on Vonnie that I hadn't heard before. Now, I would love to know what the evidence is that Vonnie has ties to the cartel. Is that something that Vonnie said? Is that something that Durk and Dee Dee's lawyers dug up? I didn't hear any protest from, any of Durk's main lawyers that they didn't want to be part of this information being included in the opening statement that Vonnie was tapped in with the cartel. So look, I don't know what all of that means, but they are blaming everything on Vonnie. That is an absolute fact. People are just super in their feelings because they're not hearing what they want to hear. But I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. All these other guys, take note, all of these other guys that are just telling you what you want to hear, they're just capping. They're listening to what's going on in the courtroom and they're thinking, damn, how can I twist this to tell people what they want to hear? They're trying to get clicks, they're trying to get views, they're basically trying to twist the facts to just feed people the slop they want to hear. I'm not doing that, all right? I've been here being factual with you guys every day. When I told you that when I told everyone that Durk took a W when they severed the charges, everyone was gassed. They were overjoyed. They were loving me. Suddenly, Durk fans love me, all right? And now I'm telling you the truth that he's blaming everything on Vonnie, which is exactly what happened. Now you're all mad. Now you're all salty. I'm hearing people saying, oh, you should be banned from the courtroom, all of this nonsense. Well, look, I'm just being honest. You ain't going to find as honest of a take anywhere else as you will on my page. So stay locked in. I'll be back. I'm going to be posting more on X today because it's kind of hard to get in and out of the courtroom. So what I'm probably going to do.
All right.
That's why Young Ant didn't want you. I was playing. Hey, no. Keep it real. I love his reporting. He reporting it back verbatim. His opinions, it sucks. You know what I'm saying?
What opinion?
But that's his opinion. He can have it. You know what I'm saying?
What opinion?
His opinion on his thoughts on things like when he damn, hold on, I'm cut water down.
But compared to yesterday, his opinion about it yesterday?
No. First of all, yeah, he went back on it. You for sure. He for sure said the nigga was telling. I don't know if that's not telling. I don't know what is. Yeah, you said he was telling, but I mean, he's just not pro. Although he's a Von fan, he's not pro Durk for whatever reason. But that's cool. That's his opinion. He can have his opinion. But he reporting back verbatim, and I love it because I'm tuned in, so I feel like I'm in a courtroom.
Yeah, I haven't really seen it feel like Ross is like taking a side. I feel like he's kind of like just trying to call it objectively. I think like when you're doing what he's doing, it does kind of like benefit you to not be the anti-rapper guy, since obviously like the people who are hanging out outside of the courthouse and they're not there because they want to see this guy go to jail. It's like almost everybody who's there is people who are basically supporting Durk. So it's like, you know, people view it as like kind of ugly when it feels like you're rooting against the famous beloved rapper. But I feel like Ross has been doing a pretty good job, and I feel like also like, okay, this is the whole thing, is that the documentary thing kind of died for Ross. You know, like if you go to his main channel, it just doesn't, the videos don't get the same views that they used to, and it feels like people have kind of lost interest. He's like been able to fix that in large part by doing his second channel where he like does these like live reactions to stuff. But I like seeing him do and really take the forefront of doing this reporting, because I think there's been other cases in the past where there's been court stuff going on and we didn't have somebody who was actually.
You want to big up the white man. But when they told your ass that I was slamming the trunk and getting millions of views, hundred thousands of views, nigga, you said, oh, that's all he's doing? Oh, okay.
In there, breaking it down from our perspective. You know, now we feel like we're at least getting the information about Durk's trial in like pretty fast time, you know, because if you leave it to LA Weekly, they're just probably
that you don't care about.
Yeah, and they're gonna write an article at the end of the night, you know, and maybe some people will read it. We want to see the reels.
I'm gonna give it to Chaplain Ross because he pivoted. You know, they got this. I just heard the word grifting and learned what it was as of recently. They putting grifting with Flacco. He not grifting. He pivoting. You know what I'm saying? The documentary slowed down, so he in person with the up close and personal with the court review, like in court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got the media pass, and he's considered a journalist at this point. But I salute Chaplain Ross, but I ain't gotta like his opinion. Everybody got.
Yeah, I think it's important that, you know, if you're gonna take that journalistic stance, that you make sure that you're just reporting the facts and keep your opinion out of it. Because if you try to sway the narrative, that's not journalism. You podding at that point, exactly. You know what I mean? You giving your opinion. So as long as he's you know, spitting verbatim of what's going on, then that's valuable information for us to pod to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But,
providing information.
But don't be podding outside that goddamn courtroom talking about Durk and snitching. Yeah, they're gonna get on your head. So
he most definitely said that yesterday.
Yeah, he should lead that when he goes to that section of whatever his report is, and he says, after all that's said, in my unprofessional opinion, this is what I gather from that. I think this is because what I'm saying is not real. Like, this is just what I think from my perspective.
In my opinion.
In my opinion. My professional opinion, this is what it is.
But it's dangerous to report facts and give your opinion on the same video.
No, not on the same video. That's what I'm saying. He should double back later and do a different segment.
But that is kind of the weird thing about the court is that, you know, the lawyers go up there, the witnesses go up there, they say what they're going to say, and you as a person who's just sitting in the court, you get to like try to make sense of what you're hearing the same way that the jury is, but we're all human and we're all capable of like hearing something the wrong way or reading into something to mean so. Like if you didn't know that Vonnie was trying to put all of these murders on Durk and you watched what Ross saw in court, you would have thought like, oh, like Durk is like 100% just trying to put all these murders on Vonnie and he's the snitch. And, you know, like the context of that is like really, really important because that might not have been said in the courtroom at that moment. So, I mean, yeah, like the snitching thing carries like certain special level of like attention because it's not illegal, but we all know that it's such a big deal that you really don't want to play with it. You really don't want to say it unless you're 100% certain. I don't think Ross used the word snitch.
No,
but he did say they were telling.
But he said, if that's not snitching, I don't know what is. He said something to the.
Yeah.
Right.
Vonnie snitched on himself. He pulled a Keefy D.
No.
He talking about
He talking about Durk.
Oh,
because his defense is like he admitted to the unaliving. He like, yeah, you know, they cousins. They live together. They had a shared account. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this dude. He doing all the footwork. He getting the cars.
Yeah, we're talking about the Amex cards where there was different people that had different access to his $150,000 Amex.
And then
card.
I guess what Vonnie is his assistant, Durk assistant.
You know what really kind of stands out as two like glaringly different but similar realities is that right now in LA we have, you know, one of the hottest drill rappers of the last 10 years or whatever, somebody who was very like youth coded and like people just liked him from representing like the next generation of what a gangster is, which is Lil Durk. And then on the other hand, we have Keefy D and like Mob James and like Reggie Wright Jr. and all these fossils, which shout out to him, much respect. But like, it's kind of the same thing. There's a murder accusation. There's a whole bunch of telling. But the representatives of LA are like all these dudes who've got like one foot in the grave. And then on the other side, you've got Durk and Duty Low and Vaughn and all these dudes that like are very like cool and young coded. And it's just kind of like bizarre seeing these two things sort of play out and really having a large percentage of the constituents of each different trial clearly telling and being labeled as rats.
And one being covered by Vlad, right? Vlad is covering the KVD. He's in the court.
Because you could have because it's in Vegas, right? So you can have cameramen in the courtroom.
No. When it's a state case, you can have cameras in the courtroom.
Oh, so is it in LA or is it in Vegas?
No, they streaming it.
Yeah, but in LA,
you get a
Vegas.
pass. You get like you get permission. Boom, they give you the pass.
Yeah, the feds ain't having that.
Yeah, Vlad not there, Alex ain't there. They get like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm going, man. Shout out to the chat. I'll be back. Bop.